Surround yourself in your spiritual armor. Beloved children of light, your awareness and perception of what is going on around you and also in other realms and dimensions is growing daily. You are truly beginning to function on a multidimensional level. What this allows is an integration of thought forms and input from the higher realms. When you have the ability to access direct information, you no longer have to rely on external sources, and therefore you are functioning from a spiritual perspective. Although you do not always awaken from your sleep time with full awareness, have no doubt that you are very active in your dream state. You are being taught, you are being trained in various ways, and the transmutations of your interior body is being speeded up and refined. Much of the initiation process is done during your sleep hours when your spiritual body is free from your physical body's restraint. Soon will come the time when you will be aware of these processes, but for now let us assure you that this is taking place. You are beginning to feel the results of the transformation process, which is working from the deepest level of your being outward. First, you became aware of the expansion in your heart-soul area or heart chakra, the fullness and the delight of total, loving acceptance. Awareness is the first step, and then integration follows close behind. You begin to notice how you felt when you stayed focused in your heart center and open to the guidance of your higher consciousness or your higher self. You also notice the difference when you slipped out of this unity and back into third-dimensional thinking. It felt uncomfortable and heavy, and you wanted that joyous, light, lovely feeling back. This has set the tone for your learning process over the past years or so. Then gradually you begin to feel the lightness creeping out into other parts of your body until now, at times, you feel as though you are filled with light. You feel so full of this wonderful substance that occasionally it almost seems as if it is pushing against your body and expanding it. Or you may have a feeling of hollowness, as if the real you is being restricted by the boundaries of your physical being. These are unique feelings and concepts for you, and they are not always comfortable. You may look into your mirror, and you do not see much difference, and so you wonder why then you feel so different inwardly. Is this not true? Do not let outward appearances fool you, dear ones. There are several processes in progress at this time within your physical and spiritual being. First of all, your spiritual body, etheric body, and awareness have made such a giant leap forward that it will take time for the rest of your lower bodies to catch up. Secondly, you are still working to release old, impacted, outdated energy stored in your cells and organs. Also, you are still releasing old conditioning, which is stored in your memory cells from many ages past. Stepping out of third-dimensional mass consciousness thinking and energy patterns is a very brave and difficult thing to do. You are not only battling, in a sense, your own thought patterns and conditioning, but that of the mass consciousness which fills the lower astral planes and surrounds your earth. This is one reason it is so important to surround yourself with protective, love, light, and energy. It is not that the boogeyman will get you or some really negative, destructive energy will affect you in some way. No. It is because you have evolved past these frequency patterns, and you are no longer subject to those lower energies. However, for some time you will still be susceptible to the emotional energy patterns, thought process, and popular concepts of the masses which swirl in a maelstrom in the ethers around you. So you need to be aware and surround yourself with your spiritual armor, especially during these times when so many negative things are happening in your world. It will seem that it gets worse and worse, and it will until there is a shift in consciousness in enough people, and then gradually it will begin to get better. You who are protected by the light, and those of you who have risen above third-dimensional negativity, will feel as though you are in a beautiful eye of the storm, in the calm serenity of a safe haven, and it will be so. Staying detached and keeping your emotional nature in balance is so important. By this we do not mean you are not to feel or express love or acknowledge your emotional nature. It is an important part of your being. Those around you may think you are callous or unfeeling when you do not express great distress or worry over situations that come into focus or happen around you. However, this is not the case. You are to assume the lofty outlook of the masters, calmly, gently, lovingly standing by, observing, helping when possible, but allowing, not judging, for you know that all that is happening is for a reason and has a purpose. Spread your loving light and presence as far and as wide as possible, dear ones. Counsel those who are led to you. By your actions you will be known, and those who have need of your light and wisdom will be drawn to you. Do not be concerned about the clearing of old energy patterns or karmic issues. If you do not fear the necessary changes, and give your higher self permission to oversee the process, time and transmuting violet flame will work its magic on your behalf. Many of you have anxiously awaited the call to service. You have asked and prayed that your mission would be made clear to you. And we tell you, dear ones, begin where you are at this moment. Begin to live, breathe, and transmit to those close around you the power of love of truth and inspiration that you feel. Spread the belief of a bright new future, of intrinsic good of your neighbors and fellow human beings. Truth and love begets truth and love until it builds and surrounds you. And when you have created a surplus, you are to transmit it out into the world around you. Despair, hate, and fear compound these energies and bind you within their grip. It always begins with you and spreads outward. Which world are you building for yourself and for your loved ones? As you gain your spiritual strength, more and more will be open to you. New awareness, new spiritual gifts, new relationships. You may lose old friends and acquaintances, but you will be led to dynamic new groups and friendships, those with whom you have a destiny, a unity of purpose. Prayers are always answered, but in the best and proper time when you place yourself in the hands of Spirit. Just know that the most exciting time of your lives is fast approaching, and you will not want to look back or return to your old way of being when it happens. Live day by day. Love moment by moment. Stay in your soul center and your heart center. Give those who need you your loving devotion and attend to the everyday mundane tasks for now. Your pleas to serve and desires to help humanity have not gone unheeded. We hear you and all those like you. The time to step forward and take up your spiritual banner is fast approaching. You are fast approaching the time of momentous change. Changes that have been foretold for many eons past and have echoed down through the ages. It is as if your Earth, solar system, and galaxy, and this sub-universe is at a pause, holding its breath, waiting for the explosion of cosmic energy to crescendo and carry all into the next higher realm, closer to that rarefied, pure domain of our Father, Mother, God, and all that is. It is ever drawing us closer, drawing us near, and we stand in awe of the glorious future awaiting us all. Ask, and we will hear. Call, and we will join you in your endeavors. Send out all the love that you have, and we will increase it 1,000-fold. Your cause is our cause. For as you evolve, so evolves all creation. I am Archangel Michael. So be it.